In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a lead magnet to start or accelerate your business online. You probably know how important it is to generate leads for your business, and perhaps you are already generating leads with a paid lead magnet that someone else made for you, either an agency or online on Upwork or Fiverr. Or you're using a ready-made one from some PLR website. For instance, you can find high-quality lead magnets on advancedplr.com. But did you know that it is very easy to create your own lead magnets? You can create unlimited, professional-looking ebooks and guides for every industry and every type of niche or business. All the lead magnets that you need to get a consistent stream of subscribers and prospects to all your email lists. In this video, I will explain and even show you how you can easily create your own ebook, guide, or other digital info product to attract potential customers and buyers to your website or sales funnel. And that way, you can get a continuous stream of customers and sales for your business. We will build a lead magnet in Designrr with double R. Designrr is a SaaS tool or software as a service tool to create professional ebooks, e-guides, and other info products. So most SaaS tools charge you a fee per month and use that money to optimize the tool and the experience. So it is a subscription model. But for the tool, the specific tool, Designrr, that we're using today, they have a lifetime deal where you can buy the rights to use the software and use it for the rest of your life for only $30. And I made this purchase already 1.5 years ago, and I have a lot of experience now using the tool. The $30 is a one-time payment, so there's no subscription, no recurring payments, just $30 to use it for the rest of your life. So what we'll cover in this video, we will first determine the topic of the lead magnet, and I can already tell you the topic for today, this example, will be meditation. So let's assume that you have a website or a blog about meditation, and we're creating a lead magnet in order to eventually sell your masterclass about meditation. And then we'll source text from ContentXpress. And ContentXpress is a source for tens of thousands of articles that you can use. And if you're not interested in using a ready-made article simply because of SEO reasons, right? If other people are using the same piece of text, it won't help you in your search engine optimization. We will also use OpenAI to generate a piece of text. Then we'll actually create the lead magnet in Designrr, the tool that I just mentioned with the lifetime deal, and then we'll add it to your very own opt-in page. So I'll show you how to use this lead magnet and start generating leads for your own business. So on the topic of meditation. In this example, as I just said, you have a website or a blog about meditation. So we'll start with the escape and arrival framework that I use all the time and that I explained before. Here is the starting point for your customers, their escape. And they also have an arrival. So the escape is they don't know anything about meditation and the benefits to their life, and they're really starting from scratch. The arrival state is that they know everything about meditation. They know what it can do for them and do for their life. And that's a state that they typically reach after taking your highest value product or service that you have to offer. So let's take that starting point, right? Ultimately, you want people to take your masterclass about meditation. That's pretty expensive, so the chances that people immediately purchase this masterclass are quite small. The step before that could be that you have a smaller course that you deliver by email, so an email course. And you guide them through their first week or their first month of meditation by providing them an email every single day to either remind them of the meditation, but also to give them exercises to practice. Before that, you could offer them MP3s with guided meditation that you already have. So MP3. And the first one is the most important one for this video, and that is that you offer them a lead magnet. And that can be an introduction to meditation. So that's what we'll be creating, a lead magnet with a complete beginner's guide or an introduction to meditation. So these steps are needed in order for people to follow the entire journey towards being an expert in meditation. So now I'm switching to ContentXpress, and I'll show you where you can find thousands of articles that you can use for your lead magnet. If you sign up for this website, which is free, you can use any article that is on here for your own purpose and for your own website or whatever. Some people use these articles as blog posts on their website. But as I said in the introduction, this does not always help you, because if you place an article as a blog post on your website and 10 other people have done exactly the same, it will not help you in your SEO. But this is an example of what you could do if you don't have time to write your own lead magnet. So what we'll do is we go to the dashboard and then we search for an article, search articles. Search keyword is meditation. And we'll search for an article that we can use. Here is one, Mind Power Mastery, time to change your mind. How to manage stress, lifestyle changes. So there are several articles that we could use as an introduction to meditation, but this first one is a good one, Mind Power Mastery. And now you have a few options. You can download the article as is, or you can request a rewrite and you can select a certain percentage of words that are rewritten. So you have an actual unique article for your website, for instance. For this example, for this tutorial, of course, we will just download the text as is. So I've downloaded it and now it is here. It's a text file. So we'll take this piece of text and we'll copy it into a Word file. Simply because the Designrr tool that we'll use after this only works with Word documents and of course links and other sources, but not with a text file. So here we go. So now we have this article, Mind Power Mastery, time to change your mind. And we'll change this text, we'll change the title of this text in Introduction to Meditation, which should appeal to many people who eventually can be interested in taking you up on your offer for your masterclass. Right? So it's really a first step for people into this journey. Let's see if there's anything here that should be taken out. There are some title tags in here that can be taken out. But for this example, you get the idea, right? We'll take this text and create a lead magnet. Then we log into the Designrr tool. Here's the dashboard. And what you can do, there are a few options here. And some of them are for the basic account, the lifetime deal that I just explained. I have a pro account, so I have a few more options, but you don't need those for the purpose of what I'm explaining here. You can import from a blog post. You can import from Word, which we'll actually do. Google Doc. You can start simply with a template and add the text later and the images later. And there are many other options here as well that include PDF and even video. And as you can see, there's no option to import a text file. So we're importing a Word doc. You can import from a link or you can upload from your computer. That's what we'll do. So we'll upload a file from my computer and here's the introduction to meditation. Now it's uploading. And what it's now asking is add some tags. So what we'll do is meditation. It doesn't know meditation. So self-development, education. There's a link with health and wellness. And let's see if there's another one. Life, what does it say? Life coaching, training and development. Let's take those 5. And now it suggests you the templates that link with these keywords, with these tags. And going through them, and this really is a matter of taste, but what do you think that your average perfect customer profile would like as a layout for their lead magnet? And I'll take one with a big image on the cover. So it's now preparing the first draft of the ebook that we're giving away to customers as a lead magnet. So this is what it looks like, right? So it has taken the 5 pages of Word document into this 8-page document that is immediately usable as a lead magnet. And of course, you need to change the layout. You can change the image if you want. You can change the name. And the title should not be Success Made, a complete starting guide to understanding the benefits of meditation. You can change this image by clicking here. And you're going to background. And then you can select any image that you can find here. You can use it. Let's see if there's anything that is related to meditation that we can use. And this is really nice. So it changes into this image. There we go. This is more travel, so we'll change it again, this one. It's very hard to read now, so we'll move this up. We will center the text. We will make it bold. Find a more suitable font. You can add images. You can add additional text. You can change the layout. And I'm adding a shape, in this case, a rectangle, to the top of the page. You can change it into whatever color you want. And I'll take white, and I'll place the title on top of that. And then you can change the opacity of the white. So now it's much easier to read. You can also make this better readable. The background color is currently transparent. You can change that into also white or some other color. Here we have to change something because this is Introduction to Meditation. As you can see, it changes all the headers at the same time. You can change the color of the header as well by clicking on it. And you can already see here the default color and you can change that into blue if that's your standard color. The footer, and you can change this into your own brand or company. I made the blue in the background a little bit lighter, and I also want to have that in the footer. So going here, background color, pasting the hex color. That's it. The only thing we need to change is it still has the title tags in here that do not make sense. So if you click on those, you can just remove that text. And what you should do is to make it SEO optimized is you click on it and you change it with this one and you change it into an H2. If you want to move this to the next page, you go to this elements and you place a page break right here. So it bumps the next chapter to the next page. There are more title tags, you can remove those. If you want to place an image in here, you go to images, you select the image that you like, and you place it in the text wherever you want. Place an additional page break here. Sometimes there are pages with a lot of empty space, and you go this button here, you repaginate, and it fills up the pages, and it repopulates the pages. Another thing you should know is you can use this lead magnet to drive traffic to the next step in your journey. So for instance, if there's a sentence in here that says, take the next step. So if your masterclass is called Mastering Meditation, you can highlight this and put a link in here, meditation. So it doesn't exist, but I'm including this to explain to you how it works. So when you think you're done, you click publish. You can export a standard PDF, which is the default. With a pro account, you can also export to EPUB. And if you have an agency account, you can even export as an audiobook. So most ebooks are in PDF format. Author, successusmade.com. Title, Introduction to Meditation, export. So now it's generating your lead magnet. I'll first download the PDF. And here you go. And going to the page where the link was. And this link can lead to the actual sales page for Mastering Meditation, the masterclass. The other option is to open the flipbook, which is also a great option. So that is one of those digital flipbooks that you see out there. And the good thing here is that you can update this text. So anyone who has this link, who you give access to this link, will always have access to the latest version of this ebook. So if you change this link, if you add a new chapter, if you change the layout, all those changes are available to everyone who ever ordered your ebook. If you're not interested in using ContentXpress because of SEO reasons, you can also have OpenAI write a lead magnet for you. So going to OpenAI, my query is, can you write me an introduction to meditation guide for a lead magnet of about 2,000 words. And now it's writing your lead magnet about meditation, an introduction to meditation. And you can just pick up this text. It will be 2,000 words. You can pick up this text, save it as a Word document, and import it into the Designrr.io tool. You can also use a combination of these two methods. So you take the original text that we downloaded from ContentXpress and you paste it into OpenAI and ask, can you rewrite this text? Paste it in here and let the AI work its magic. So to summarize, if you don't have time to write your own lead magnet, and I highly recommend you do because it's part of your branding, it's part of the connection that you make with people. But let's say that you don't have time, you can go to ContentXpress and get a free article that you can use as a lead magnet. You can use, as you can see here in the background, OpenAI to write a lead magnet for you, or to rewrite your text that you've taken from ContentXpress or whatever other source that you have. You upload it into Designrr, the Designrr.io tool, and you have your lead magnet. And the last step of this video is how do you then use this lead magnet that we just created and add it to your opt-in page. And you know by now, in the side of the screen, you can see the links to the software that I use for most of my online businesses, where you can easily create opt-in pages yourself. So you go into WordPress, you create a page, you can take one of your existing pages and change the text here and the images, or you can change the template into something that is pre-made in the tool. So you go to the pre-built landing page and let's see what options are there for opt-in. So here are all the landing page sets. And if there's one theme that you really like, for instance, this clean one, there must be an opt-in page here as well. Here's one, a lead generation page. And I want an image of the ebook, not with the busy background, but I'll take this one. So here's the ebook we just created. If you click here, and here you can select a cover or a mock-up. And people like to read a book, but they also like to read stuff on their phone. So I'll use this one. There we go, Introduction to Meditation. So I'm saving this image, change this image by replacing it, and I insert it there. The caption text is not needed, so I'll take that out. Make this a little bit bigger if possible. Okay, and now you can change this text, understand the benefits, and you can change this. If you're not sure how to write a good title or these bullet points, I have a tool for that too. I'm a happy customer of MailerLite, and you can use that service to deliver your lead magnet to your customers. So what we did today is we determined the topic for the lead magnet, which was meditation. We sourced the text from ContentXpress. We sourced the text from OpenAI, and we also asked AI to rewrite the ContentXpress article. We created the lead magnet in Designrr, and we added it to an opt-in page in Thrive, the software that you can find on the side of this screen. If this video was helpful for you, please let me know and consider subscribing to Success is Made. I upload new videos on one of my channels every single week. If you sign up for the newsletter, you join the community of VP entrepreneurs and you get free tips and tools to start and grow your own business online. Thank you so much for your time and I hope to see you here again. To your success. Bye.